Hey guys, so recently I saw a lot of good reviews, positive videos, and a lot of people recommending Albion Online. And I thought, you know what? Let's try it. It looks pretty cool, I like the art style, let's try it. Let me take you through my first steps in this game, and keep in mind guys, I know absolutely nothing about this game, I have no idea what are the best ways or the most efficient ways to play the game, and you know what? I'm not going to go on Google and look them up. I love to just get into the new game and explore it for myself. Not to know the best ways, but to find out the best ways. And I'm sure I will make a lot of mistakes along the way, but that's okay. That's a part of a journey I'm about to take in this game, and I hope to see you go along for a ride. Now let's get into a video and see how my first few hours went. So I had the option of choosing whether to go through tutorial or not. However, I did choose to go as I knew nothing about the game, and I thought, if I don't, I might struggle a lot and just waste more time. And at first I just gathered some stuff, created some items that I need to, just some beginner items, gathered wood, stone, created pickaxes, axes and stuff. Eventually brought my first gear, as you can see, just killing some stuff, gathering some stuff, just your basic tutorial island stuff, I suppose. I actually quite enjoy the combat in this game, and the art style is quite amazing, I really like it. The only little complaint I have, I guess, is maybe the tutorial island could be a little bit shorter and just, straight to the point. I guess it's fine, but it is a lot of gathering and stuff, just kind of unnecessary things. It's nothing wrong, but it could be faster. Just get into the game. But anyway, as you can see, I finished the tutorial island, I got onto the ship, and we move on to our first city. I got a message popped off, do you want to join a guild? And I did join a guild. I don't know, I didn't talk to nobody on it. It wasn't exactly useful, but I thought, hey, maybe I need some help, maybe I don't know something, and I have somebody to ask, maybe. But as for now, I didn't need it, but who knows, maybe I'll need it in the future. I accepted some quests. One of these quests sent me to the first dungeon of the game. I suppose it's the first dungeon of the game, I don't know, but I guess. And it was really fun. The first dungeon kind of showed me a lot of the combat, how it works. I also got some new skills to test out, and the skills are actually pretty awesome in this game. I'm not sure how exactly the class system works in this game, since I didn't really see an option, but I guess it's kind of a whatever you wear, that's your class. I guess, I'm not sure. There's a whole tree system in here that you can level up by doing many things. If you gather stuff, you get points for that tree system. If you fight stuff, you get points and so on. You'll see eventually. And as you can see, I was clearing up this dungeon, and I got to the final boss of the dungeon, which actually was the first enemy that was quite stronger than everybody else, and I had a little bit of tougher time, but even this wasn't tough by any means, but it was fun, to encounter my first boss of the game. Yeah, as you can see, it wasn't a big deal, he had some basic attacks, but it's the first boss, what do you expect from it? And as you can see, I defeated my first boss and I got the reward, and this guy summoned a portal back to the town, and we go back to the town. So once I got back to a town, I brought my first gear upgrade. I had a little bit of money, but I didn't have too much, so I sold some of the stuff I don't need, and I bought my first upgrade. So as far as I understand from the messages in the game, you can either gather stuff and create items, or you can go and kill stuff and buy the items. I'm not sure whether that will affect my long-term game. I don't know if I'm gonna be stuck, just going back to the starting areas and gathering stuff afterwards, but we'll see, I guess. After that, I accepted the quest for another dungeon, and this one was a little bit stronger, and for some reason there was a guy in this dungeon. I mean, we were not in party or anything. I don't know why he was here, but it was good because this dungeon was a little bit stronger and we didn't talk. We were not in party, but we were working along together. And it was, it's kind of cool. These are the MMO experiences you kind of enjoy, you want in the game, just random guy pops out of nowhere and starts battling with you together. Pretty cool guys. And so as you can see, we encountered the first boss of this dungeon, which definitely was a little bit stronger than the last bosses in the last dungeon. Wasn't anything major, I guess, but as you can see, my health did go down by a little bit. I healed back up, we got our loot, and from there we moved on to this dungeon. Then we defeated some more monsters in this dungeon, and eventually we got to the main boss of this dungeon. As you can see, this guy just went forward towards the boss and left me alone, so I had a little bit of a tougher time, but no biggie. And yeah, and this is the main boss of the second dungeon. This guy was kiting the boss and I was killing the little minions that the boss had. They were pretty strong, so we had to kill them to move around. Once I did, I helped him to kill the boss. The boss that was definitely a little bit stronger than the first dungeon, you can definitely feel it, and it had a little bit more of a mechanics to it. Nothing crazy though, nothing unavoidable or anything of course, but still, it was a little bit stronger, but then again you would expect the game to progress. So once we killed them, we got our loads and this guy moved on and I never saw him again. After that I got another quest for another dungeon, however this time it got recommended to me to be in a party. Luckily enough, once I arrived close to a dungeon, some guys offered me a party and I accepted it and we went in. But this dungeon is quite strange. I don't really know what it is exactly because there's no I didn't see any bosses. There were a lot of people in this dungeon. You know, our party just went all around, we're just a couple guys together, other people just went to other areas. There were other people out of, well, nowhere, not our party, I don't know who they are, and this is kind of like an open world type of dungeon. Not really sure exactly what this was, but all I needed to do is just kill 12 monsters, but I have to say that these mobs were significantly stronger than the other ones. There is a reason that the game offered me to go in a party, because alone this probably would be a little bit too difficult to do it, but I probably would since there is so many people, and even if you're not in party they still help you and you help them. I probably would be okay, but I don't know, it's a strange dungeon. There wasn't exactly anything to explore or anything, I just did the quest and move on. The monsters were strong, but the dungeon was weird. Anyway, once I finished the dungeon, I moved out and I went back to the city. Now, because I was killing those monsters there and they were quite strong, they gave me, as far as I understand, a lot of experience. So now I was able to wear level 4 armor, which from what I understand, starting from level 4 it gets a little bit more tricky. There is a lot more to choose from. There isn't just the basic armors. Now you have grades that are getting better and better and more expensive, obviously. Of course I didn't have a lot of money, so I just bought whatever I could. I also wanted to buy a horse. I couldn't afford it. I guess, you know, we gather some more money and we buy it then, but for now that's okay. And you know, I just bought wherever I could afford. After that, I don't know if I should have done it or no, but I did take the quests that were gathering ones. I don't know if I needed to do them, but I did them just in case if I do need them, so I don't have to go back into the starting area after a while. Maybe if I didn't need them, but it was quick, it wasn't a lot of effort, so you know, I just did it, it wasn't a big deal. I just needed to gather some cotton, some flax, just make some stuff and just move on after that. No big deal, as you can see, it was quick and easy and painless. Once I finished all the quests, I got another quest. A quest called moving to a big city, and from there on, we go to another city. These were like the first around 3 hours of the game, I think, maybe a little bit less than that. I have to say, the first impressions of the game, I really liked it. Dungeons are cool. I mean, I'm sure they're only gonna get better from here. Your skills are actually pretty cool, like they look cool. They are quite easy to use, understandable, and you have a little bit of choice, and the skills that you do use, they are on the armors and your swords, so I guess the better swords you have, the better skills you will have. That's what I understand, at least. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. You know, if you have any tips, let me know in the comments. You know, but just don't let me know too much. I wanna explore it for myself. Just let me know whatever I need to know, I guess. Not much more than that. And yeah, the first impressions of the game, it's great. I liked it. I will definitely continue playing it. I will definitely upload some more videos of this game. This is just the first part of the game. This was one of those MMOs that I got in. It was easy to understand and just immediately hooked me up. So not a lot of games do that to me. So I have to really appreciate the one that do. The one thing that really impressed me is just how many people is in the game. Ridiculous. Once I got to the tutorial island, I thought just, wow, there's so many people. But once I got to my first city, it was just crazy amounts of people. Just ridiculous amount of people, which is good. You know, you want the game to be alive. Really good game. I don't know what else to say. I mean, for now, of course, for now. I don't know how it will evolve, but for now, I really enjoyed it, and I hope you did too, and I hope you will come back for another video. But for now, thank you for watching, and I'll see you another time.